So how natural gas should play a role in the future and to support and complement emerging renewable gas, and how it should shape vibrant and sustainable gas in the future while ensuring that natural gas stays remain relevant. I would like to start with you, Frank. With the EU Green Deal shaping the future energy, how will the future energy mix looks like in Europe, and how is your organization involved in this?
European Union Green Deal, or as it's called, Fit for 55 program. This is the nickname of this program, aims to make Europe a climate neutral continent by 2050. So we have also the aim for 2050. This is of course a political goal, but this aim covers all sectors of the energy business. So we will see these political activities in the power sector, in the domestic sector and the heating sector, in the industry, and also in the transportation sector. To get there on this way to 2050, a first step in 2030 is being decided, reducing the CO2 emissions in the European Union by 55% compared to 1990s. And all member states just now have committed for this plan, and we will see the first steps in between 2030. What are now the major means to get there? Commission published four main goals. First of all, to increase energy efficiency. This will be one of the major means. We will see more capacities for green energy, for renewable energy. We will see also more electrification, especially in the transportation sector, for example, for passenger cars. And we will see also the introduction of hydrogen in the European energy system.
Discussion to what I call it, this net zero commitment kind of thing. So I think the question would be to Haji Rahim. I think Petronas, as everybody know, is trying already an aspiration to have net zero carbon emission by 2050. Okay, and how you have this because I think at the moment Petronas has about predominantly about 70% of your revenue is coming from, or your business is coming from natural gas, that kind of thing. So how does this then influence the way that Petronas invests on energy going forward?
For Petronas, it has to be market-centric or market-driven. And then we are doing it not because others are doing it. So as we actually chart, as we curate our own costs for our low-carbon pathways, or we call it sustainability-driven growth pathways, we are looking at new areas as well as innovative solutions that can spur and sustain value creation for Petronas, as well as deliver optimum return to the group. This is on top of our current core in oil and gas.
I would like to come back to Dr. Rizal because we are talking about how natural gas is complementing hydrogen. You mentioned just now that going to a full green hydrogen, it will not be soon. I think the only state in Malaysia that have potential for green hydrogen is Sarawak because of the abundance in terms of flow. But here in Peninsular Malaysia, we still are quite limited in terms of it. So where do you see then the role of natural gas in terms of propping up the hydrogen economy before it's ready to go full green?
Hydrogen is a path towards greener agenda. Oil and gas sector can be harmonized, coexist, because one can become the feedstock to another. We just a matter of evolution from one form to another form, of which all of us can just literally move forward together harmoniously. So that would be my closing statement.
Let's switch to Dave. So apart from hydrogen, what are the other gases that can decarbonize the gas industry? How can we encourage its growth, and where can natural gas help this new gas or this additional gas that comes into the picture?
I think one of the critical things would be, given just the agrarian, the agricultural base and the biofuel base that we have, not only in Malaysia but in the region, I think biomethane is going to be a critical component for what, how we move forward. And I come back to the same thing, when we made the investments to move from an agricultural economy to an industrial economy, there wasn't this question about, hey, how much money are you going to make? Who's going to pay for it? What do we need to do? There's just the fact that if we don't do it, we are going to be left behind, right? So there's just no option. It's the kind of thing that, where the new jobs in Malaysia are going to come from, right? It's not just about energy efficiency. When we talk about a sustainable economy, I think we're looking at this from price signals that actually drive ESG conscious effort, and that includes job creation, multiplicity of products, the ability to innovate, right? So biomethane, I think, is going to be it's a critical component. It's really timely. We really shouldn't be spending as much time as we are doing converting gas into electricity for delivery across just electrical wires. Distributed gas generation, I think, will just allow people to do things very differently. I mean, we've already seen Gas Malaysia and a few other smaller market participants look at virtual LNG, creating a virtual pipeline solution, which is complementing the existing gas grids. And this has existed in Europe for a while now, because of the fact that they've had that they've encouraged distributed generation, right, of distribution sources of gas. So I think that is where I would feel we need to be able to move towards.